This was about the time we used to go on and we had Sound Off. We had a little talk show. And we have been talking with some of you. If you want to talk some more on the air, dial up 799-0584.
Jeff Starr is a legend in his own time, and I can prove it.
This is my story. I have no song, just a lone and broken heart. No, we'll never, never part.
Story untold. Well, the complete story will be told in my latest autobiography. I know there have been a couple of biographies out about me, but never a true autobiography. This, of course, is called A Legend of My Own Time. It's almost completed. A couple of more chapters. If you'd like to add maybe a page in there or a paragraph, go for it. 799-0584. The weather forecast, high winds, followed by high skirts, followed by Jeff Starr. Ah, yes, bring back the micro mini skirts. Well, Thanksgiving is coming, and I used to love Thanksgiving, Jay. It was one of the few times of the year I could give my mother-in-law the bird. Well, we talked about Thanksgiving before, and we should all give thanks that we're just alive and well. You know, everybody complains about one thing or another, and that's human nature, I guess. But I always try to look on the bright side of things, a positive side. And as I mentioned before, you've got to have that positive mental attitude. And I kind of have the attitude, if I can wake up in the morning and breathe and walk, then I'm ahead of the game, and the rest of it's gravy, because there's always somebody, you know, that's worse off, that can't maybe walk or just about can breathe. And so be thankful, especially Thanksgiving's kind of the time that you should be reminded of that. And we were making an old mother-in-law joke, but just a joke, and you can never lose your sense of humor. And the Birds came on. Well, we planned it that way, of course. You know, the Birds and Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, two great basketball players.
Yes, we do gather today, friends, to mark the demise of rock and roll on WORC. We also gather to witness this joyous reunion, this marriage of music and Worcester's greatest DJs ever. A reunion that produces on Monday an offspring, a new format. So if there is anyone now present who objects to these changes, let him step forward.
Yeah, I object. Don't let it happen.
Forget it, buddy. We're gonna do it Monday anyway. That'll take care of him. So, friends, unless anyone else has an objection, I didn't think so. Be listening for the new changes Monday.
Morning, and you know, Roy Orbison was just about king here, almost as popular as Elvis Presley in those days. You bet he was. Everything Roy Orbison touched turned to gold in Worcester, and we're going to hear a Roy Orbison song here from the Big O next on WORC. But standing by now to bring us up to date on the latest in weather is Roger LaPlante. Radar Weather, all brought to you this hour by Moraine Oil. Roger?
Cold fronts moving through New England now. Winds are shifting in western and northern areas. Up ahead of the front, south to southwesterly winds have kept us nearly 20, in some places as much as 30 degrees warmer. Yesterday at this time it was 32 degrees at our weather center. This morning it's 62 degrees. A forecast calling for a drop in temperature later on this morning with the frontal passage. Also the chance of a few scattered showers early.
WORC Radio Go-Go.
Oh, Mrs. Smart, you'll be glad to know that we got your record on for you and everybody at work. Listen, they didn't want to tell us where because they're not supposed to have radios, but they got them today.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch them roll away again.
The good guy.
Ron Brazell, WORC 1310.
Bev Johnson, everybody at Prismet, we got your song on the Beatles.
I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. By your request, WORC, non-stop music.
Oh, I love it. Gracie Slick. Back when they were the Jefferson Airplane and not the cool and comfortable Starship, but they really started down then. How you doing? It's the All Request Reunion at WORC. Marty Burke dropped by to say hello. How you doing, Marty? Oh, he used to come to all the on-location broadcasts where the good guys were and the basketball games. I love it. Like to hear from you, kitten. You give us a call.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything.
Oh, it's a Jefferson Airplane. I have to remember how to say it. It's not the Starship anymore. The WORC All Request Reunion. We are all back. Bob Breyer, Johnny Gardner, Bill Elliott, Skip Erickson, Mel Miller just walked in. Mel, you have got about 20 years older since you worked here. It shows. It really does. I'm
Couldn't have
sorry.
aged that much. Sorry, I just couldn't have aged that much.
He's a radio great. His voice hasn't changed a bit, though.
It's good it's not television, isn't it?
It's fabulous. Skip Erickson got old. I'm the only one that hasn't got older. I've been looking at myself in the mirror for 20 years. I haven't aged a day.
At long last, a car ahead of its time. A car that's sleek and low. A car that's made right for you with great gas mileage. Introducing the brand new 1959 Studebaker. The Studebaker, the car of tomorrow, is here today. Come to your local Studebaker dealer and see the car of tomorrow. The car that will last forever and ever. The all-new 1959 Studebaker two-door sedan.
WORC music.
Don't knock. Don't phone. Come right in and make yourself at home.
It's always open house at our house. Our house. Our house. It's always open house at our house. So drop around with any time at all. You'll have your fill of fun and laughter. 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 No headaches on the morning after. So come right in, we're glad to have you call. There'll be plenty to eat, plenty to drink as much as you want, but it'll come from the sink. It's always open house at our house. Our house. Our house. It's always open house at our house. So drop around most any time at all.
Hey! There's always open house here at the Kooky House.
Well, my
Bob-
golly, that sounds like Mel Miller.
Bob, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you can hear me, because it's going to be a little difficult working on this end of the line, but we'll make it go just as well as I hope Dick Smith and you had open house yesterday.
Yeah, it'll go smooth.
Hey, big guy, it's a long time, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been a long time, I'll tell you. How you doing, Mel?
Not too bad. I'm real proud to be able to come back and do open house again one more time, because it wasn't too long ago they wouldn't even let me in the city.
How about that? They really had your number, huh? Well, you know what we've got here is a little bit of a time machine, Mel. And you and I think, kicked off open house along with Shirley Palmer back in 1955, the first time it was ever on the air. And we started the whole idea of a request formula and the live line and all the things that went with it, with everybody in Worcester becoming the program directors and started taking things over. Remember that?
No.